Welcome to the Raf and Raf Rant. I'm Raf.
And I'm Raf. We're Raf.
Rafa Rispo of the Far From Vesuvius podcast. That's Ralph Pizarro of Calcio Napoli Club. Just rant about Napoli.
Let's go for it.
We're going to rant. We're going to match report. We're going to talk about the games. We're going to talk about topics. You leave comments and we'll read your comments out. Question.
All right. Quick stats.
Yes. Throw the stats up there. On to a nice little segment that we're going to call the Beast of the Match.
Who's beasting it for the Napoli team? Let's see.
Follow us on Facebook. Rafael Rispo, Ralph Pizarro. Twitter at RafaNapoli83. That's me.
CNC USA 26.
I want some feedback to the show. What do you guys want to see? What do you want to see more or less of? This is going to be a show for you guys too. I want a lot of comments.
We want to rant about something. Let us know if you want us to rant about something.
I promise you we're not going to agree on everything all the time.
We won't.
We're going to yell at each other every now and then.
Come and rant. This is what it's for. We want to give you a space to let loose so you can do it here.
Well, that's going to do it, Ralph. You know, were we boring enough for you?
I don't know. I think we were great.
Let's get to it.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ralph Pizarro. This is the Ralph and Ralph Rant post-game show. Big win today. Napoli defeat Parma 2-0 at the Maradona tonight. And boy, what a win was it. We really needed this one. But to begin, guys, let's get this rant going. Everybody in the chat. We got Don Napoli. Come on, guys. We're ready. I'm ready. You're ready. Let's go. Let's get it going, guys. Just for anybody who's new here, guys, get in the chat, comment. We want to put you up on the show. If you're watching this on a replay right now, thank you for coming in and giving us a little look-see here. Put some comments on there. Hit like. We'll hit like with grinta, man. Let us grow. Hit subscribe. Come in when we're live. This is your space, guys, to talk. This is your space, guys, to rant. But let's get the chat going. We're going to have the Napoli line open a little later. Rafa Rispo going to give us a call. Let's start with these game. Let's start with the game stats to kick things off, and then we're going to get into this rant real hard today, guys, because it was a lot of fun. Real quick, starting with the lineup, guys. Gattuso again with the 4-3-3, guys. He is listening to us. Things changed a little bit towards the second half, but we start the game at the 4-3-3 with Rui, Koulibaly, Manolas, and Di Lorenzo. We got Zielinski, Deme, and Elmas once again in the midfield lining up with Insigne, Petagna up top today, and Lozano. Goals coming in from Ispolitano and Elmas today. Quick game stats, guys. A little bit less possession for Napoli, 47-53. Probably we saw those numbers kind of dwindling for Napoli towards the second half there. But either way, we get the win. 9 chances for Napoli. A couple yellow cards for Parma again. Well-deserved. A little bit of hack jobs today, I felt like. Kept knocking into Lozano and things. 7 corners, again, for Napoli. Not really too profitable. 6 for Parma. 81 pass percentage, 85 for Parma. Onto the game shots. 10 total shots for Napoli, 5 for Parma. We had 4 missed shots, 3 coming from Parma, but 3 shots on target for us. All we really needed because 2 of them went in. 1 from Parma, which kind of why kept that game at 0 for us. 3 block shots, 1 for Parma. That's it for the game. There we go. Let's get this chat going. So, already, we played a poor game. I don't know. We won, bro. 2-0. I mean, listen, does every game have to be beautiful and pretty? I mean, a win is a win. No. I mean, don't forget, it started pouring in the second half, guys. It started pouring in the second half. And, you know, and Parma started pressing a little bit more. We kind of saw Napoli slipping a little bit in that second half when Parma started putting up that high pressure, but Gattuso responded. He put out some more defensemen. We saw Maksimovic come in. We saw Hisa come in, and they kind of came in and were able to kind of hold off Parma on that attack, and we were able to counterattack, and it led to another goal. So There we go. Don Napoli. No need to play pretty as long as it ends in a win. That's true, man. Not every game is going to be beautiful. What team right now plays every game beautifully? They don't. You know, a win is a win, guys. We saw Deme. By the way, today, anybody knows me. I'm the Elmas fanboy here. Elmas with a goal today. See, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, when this guy plays with some type of continuity, he really shines. He really shines. And we saw it today. With a nice assist from Deme, this guy cut like 5 dudes, 5 defenders, keeps the ball close to his feet, shoots, and scores. Vamos Elmas. Let's go, man. Forza Elmas. But certainly more balance, I think, overall in the first half that we saw. It was like, with this 4-3-3 now, it seems as if, everybody's been calling for it, right? Everybody, not going to complain about 3 points. Nope. Certainly not going to complain about 3 points, especially now. You know how much pressure Gattuso is under right now, how much pressure the team is on right now. They got to deal with all this. We're sitting at home chilling. These people got to respond to all this. They got players coming to their fans coming to their hotels. The media is crucifying Gattuso, just getting on him. What's up, Philly? What's going on, boys? Scrappy win, but a much-needed win is absolutely right, because why? 3 points is always 3 points. Absolutely, Mo. It's a win. It's a win. Not only that, it was pouring rain in the second half. And, can we talk about Gattuso real quick? Everybody's in their jackets, all bundled up, Gattuso in a sweater, nothing but a sweater, with his sleeves rolled up. It's just chilling on the sideline. I got Rafa Respo in the house. Rafa, do you hear me?
Hey, Ralph. What's up, my friend?
What's going on, my brother?
Hey, what are you doing?
Well, I got my hood on here. We're in the Northeast. If anybody's here in the Northeast listening.
I'm further north than you, brother. I got more than a hood on.
You got your blankie on right now. But
oh man, I got my fleece and my what's that? Thermal pants.
You got your thermal pants on. Got your Under Armour.
I got my winter socks. I got my fuzzies.
But what better to warm your heart and soul than a nice win from Napoli on a Sunday afternoon? Talk to me,
There's nothing
Rafa.
better. There's nothing better than a nice 2-0. Wasn't the prettiest match. It wasn't the wasn't the Napoli that we know to beat teams bad, but a couple of little scares from Parma, but I'll take a win, man. A win is a win, and that's just the way it is. We start off the match a little slow. We have some creativity, but not very well in execution.
Yeah,
especially Insigne. Insigne had a pretty rough first half, I think.
But seemed more like that right side was a little bit stronger today, but that's okay.
When Di Lorenzo exposes the right side a little bit too, sometimes comes in a little bit. Mm-hmm. I feel like it takes him time to get back over to the side, and but he didn't have such a bad game either. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about the man of the hour, the Macedonian
Pandev's
there.
Pandev's son
gets his second Serie A today.
Yes.
What do you think of that?
What do I think? I mean, did you saw the manner that he scored?
Oh,
He broke 5 dudes and scored, man.
He took the ball in the midfield from Demme, I believe, and just was like, you know what? There's no options, and that's what I mean. Sometimes Napoli, when they get back to when they get up forward, they don't really create a lot of space. Sometimes, I feel like Insigne gets some space, and Lozano busts his butt. He's one of the hardest workers on the whole pitch, but
definitely.
But sometimes they don't get enough space in, and so Elmas was like, you know what, guys. I got this. I got this. I'm going to do a little a la Maradona today on a Sunday afternoon. Why not?
Definitely. And he looked good doing it. He had a nice assist from Deme, who once again marvels us right there. I mean, these guys are solidifying their positions. I feel like they're working hard.
Yeah,
to get
I agree. I agree. And I think it was a good move putting Elmas in there. I'm not against rotation. I understand not heavily rotating the team at this point. We're still trying to get into that fourth spot, man. That's a very important aspect of our season. We have to get there. So, with the Coppa Italia coming up on Wednesday, it was a good opportunity to rotate a bit, but not too heavy. You can't do it. But we played in a 4-3-3. We got another win in the 4-3-3. The goal was awesome. I feel like Insigne found his groove towards the end of the first half. That really nice play to Ispolitano, who had the cross in where we almost got our second. I think Lozano ended up taking a shot. It went a little bit wide. This was right at the half, but Insigne kind of found himself a bit. And then in the second half, a little slow to start up again. Parma were pressing. Parma, Parma were threatening goal, had a goal taken away, but actually took possession from us today. We were a little caught out on possession by them. But the substitutions came in. They came in at the right time. I think Katusas got it right today. He did a really interesting move where he changed to a 3-4-3, which I was like, when I realized it midway through, like after the substitutions, I was kind of amazed. Like when you think about it, and it's I saw this comment on one of the WhatsApp chats that I'm in. My buddy Michele, who runs Get Napoli Tickets on Twitter, he mentioned this, and I really thought about it after he mentioned this. But he said we have the players to do a 3-4-3, which we really kind of do when you think about it. He brings in Bakayoko for Zielinski, who I was happy with the quite early sub from him. Not that I didn't think he played a bad game, but I think we need to rest a couple guys there.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It was about that. Yeah. Go on.
Right,
go on,
and then he brings in he takes off Mario Rui, and he takes off it was Mario Rui, and it was, help me out here, Ralphie.
Rui. They took out Zielinski, Mario Rui, and damn it, I had the thing, Rafa, in front of me.
Yeah, it was that substitution in the 77th. It was it was Elmas. Elmas came off.
Elmas did come off, right?
Rumi and Elmas off, right, for Maksimovic and Husai, and what they did was they put a back three of Koulibaly, Manolas, and Maksimovic, and moved Di Lorenzo and Husai up to the midfield with Deme and Bakayoko.
Right.
And then at that point, Politano had come on for Petagna, so we had the 3-4-3 there. And I'll tell you what, man. Like, I noticed it, but I didn't really notice it until I was talking to the lads in my Napoli WhatsApp chat. What's up to everybody, by the way? I want to just shout them out too. That really did. I'm gonna go back later when I have some free time and watch the last 25 minutes of the match and see how much more control we took from Parma. We regained control of the match. We found another groove. We had a little more of a pep in our step. I'm telling you, Chucky Lozano is absolutely underrated by me because I know he's noticeably, everybody notices his performance this season, but I haven't given him enough props. The guy is just a monster. Even in the Politano goal, he sent the ball in. It got cleared out by the Parma defense, but right to Politano, and Politano buries it for the second. But all match he was on his feet, he was on his toes. He was getting the calls. He was getting in space. He was finding players, and he was just magnificent. And if you didn't do the beast of the match yet, Ralphie, I would either go Elmas or I'd go Lozano again because he was just fantastic.
Man,
fantastic.
I am torn between, but I do have it ready, and I'm gonna put it out.
Well, I'm not gonna. It's not a surprise to me. I know exactly who it is, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you for going the one way. It's fine.
Come on,
give me your moment.
Okay. Don't ruin the surprise for anybody.
If anybody knows Ralphie Bizarro, you
could have guessed it.
The matches already. Spoiler alert.
There should be an over/under for me. It's who's going to be Ralphie's beast of the match today. We should win a prize if you can guess it. But Ralph, I got this chat going. Elio Conte's in the house from Europe.
Yes, Elio.
Vesuvio is in the house today.
Right now.
Yeah.
I have chapter 3 because he asked me to translate a chapter. I have chapter 3. It's halfway done. I'm busy at work. Once I'm out of work, I'll be there.
Yeah,
I'll be
look
home
for that.
to translate it, and I'll have it to you as soon as possible, Elio. Sometime tonight on my time.
All right, there you go, Elio. You heard it yourself. Rafa Rispo in the house, always calling, always blessing us with his presence. Rafa, thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow, right? We'll be back tomorrow with a nice rant proper.
We will be back tomorrow with a nice little rant, and we'll have a couple topics to talk about. I don't want to really give anything away because we're still kind of working on it.
Yeah, we're still kind of getting there, right?
Tomorrow. It'll be more of a free-flowing talk. We'll talk a little bit about this match. We'll talk a little about what's to come, and Tifosi. Listen, not pretty, but cherish this win because it could have been a lot worse, and we could be in a lot of trouble if we didn't win this one. So
damn right.
So God bless everybody. Have a happy Sunday, and Ralphie, I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Forza Napoli.
Sempre.
Ciao. Rafa Rispo blessing us with his presence once again, guys. But yes, Napoli defeat Parma today. I want to get you guys in the chat here. I see you out there, guys. I see you out there. Lozano is legit this year. PV Hornet says it's been verified. That you're 100% PV. Lozano is legit this year. That's been verified all year. That guy got some type of work rate. He has got super diesel in his gas tank or ultra 94, whatever it is. This guy runs up and down the field. He helps on defense. He's chasing balls on offense. I mean, with the vision, with the determination, monster out there. Hi, Ralph. Will Elmas be our new medic? Of course, he's not yet. His technique, he's just 21. Will he be our new medic? No, because I think Elmas is more of a person who plays in the midfield or winger, but he will certainly be a valuable player for us, without a doubt. Gets hacked almost every game, Lozano. This is true, man. I think he got knee today in back of his hamstring or something. I mean, I think somebody said it here, 4 yellow cards on the defense, all up. The amount of fouls this guy draws up is incredible. They can't hold him back. They cannot stop him. They have to foul him. Always, man. Always. But he gets back up and he keeps doing it. PV, we're going to get to this. PV, we're going to get to this without a doubt. All right, so hang on to that. Don DiNapoli said he saw 3 Parma defender yellow cards, all taken out Lozano. I'm not sure if I put this one up or yet, but we really need that. No injuries coming next week because we have 10 matches in 30 days in the players. Definitely, 100% we need, but we're getting there. Guys, Mertens, somebody asked about Mertens in here. Mertens went back to Belgium to nurse his ankle again. He is going to receive more therapy. He retweaked it. I saw it in the Fiorentina game, and my heart dropped because it was raining that day. He comes onto the field. He tweaked his ankle again, and it seems as if he re-aggravated that injury. So, and Elio from the Netherlands calling, guys. From the Netherlands. We had somebody from the Netherlands, New Zealand, the UK, British. Guys, we're all over the world. Napolitans. Siamo mondiali, guys. Good game. Thank you. Before Woo 4, good game. Thank you so much. Grande Elio. See, Elio, you're getting fans already, man. Miguel Escotiluzza. Does anyone else get scared with Lozano every match? He draws so many fouls and plays so hard for so many minutes. I fear an injury is a matter of when, not if. Miguel, bite your tongue, okay? Do not say this. Don't put this in the air, dude. Listen, he's a tough dude, man. He is small, but don't get it twisted. This guy's tough, okay? Lozano and Cooley, very good games today. Another impactful game from Politano off the bench. We were glad today. I expected more. Yes, Francesco, but again, it started raining in that second half. But regardless, Politano comes back on the field, puts the nail in the coffin. What was it, the 81st minute? And something important about that Politano goal that I want to mention. And then right afterwards, we're going to go to the beast of the match. After I have said that it seems as if Gattuso was shunning Politano a little bit, especially ever since that game was the Inter game, the one before. He seems to almost be shunning him. Today, Politano gets on the field, takes this blast, and scores the goal. Right afterwards, he goes to the sideline and he gives Gattuso a big hug, and he was smiling for the rest of the game. I was so happy to see that. I was almost relieved to see that because he is a great player. He is a clutch player for us. So many times he comes off the bench, gets that goal that we need. Maybe it's not the winning goal, but it could be a winning goal, or it's that goal to give us a little bit more cushion. Anything, but Politano to me is a clutch player. He could be a starter, he can be a super sub, either or. We should appreciate this man and what we have on that right side. Our right side is stacked, all right, and he's one of those reasons, guys. But without further ado, guys, here it comes. You might be mad at me, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you why.
Welcome to the Raf and Raf Rant. I'm Raf.
Sorry, wrong one. Sorry, guys. This is let me get it done for you guys. Hold up. That's right, guys. You know it. Elmas today, my beast of the match. Special shout out to Lozano, though. But come on, guys. Elmas, this is a guy who does not get tons of play, all right? The consistency of his use, it's just not there. He's been out there the last 2 games really trying to make a difference, trying to be a positive influence to the team. And today, he gets the ball from Deme, all right, from the midfield. Great pass from Deme. Takes the ball, cuts 5 defenders, and boom, scores a goal. And that goal held us up the whole game. All right, Politano seals the deal, but Elmas wins the game today, okay? He was running back and forth. He was more energetic. He helped on defense. He's great at holding that ball. He is proving himself out there, and I feel like he was more of a left winger, and he's playing on the right side in the middle, and he's still doing it. Lozano, without a doubt, he's not my beast of the match. Lozano's my beast of the team. He's my beast of the year. He doesn't need any more recognition. We all know what he does, and he's going to get more during his game. But Elmas today gets my love. Elmas today is my beast, all right, because this guy needs more burn. The more burn he gets, the better he is. He needs to be on that field more often, okay? Let him prove himself. He's a young kid. He's hungry. He's Macedonian. I always say Pandev is his father because I love Pandev too. I don't know. Maybe I should go take a trip to Macedonia. I don't know. But today, Elmas is my beast of the match, fellas and bellas out there, because he scored that goal. He won the game for us. I mean, so many did so much today, but I got to give a little bit of love to my boy, man, because I think he earned it today, guys. So there it is. There it is. Beast of the match. What do you think, guys? Who was your beast of the match? Put it in the comments, whether it be on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Let me know what you think. I know, we all have an opinion. Now, let's get back to the chat here, and maybe I'll open up the Napoli line for a little bit. Boy, it's pumping tonight, guys. Thank you for your participation, everybody out there. Again, if you are watching this on the replay, guys, try to get in on the live action because it's a lot of fun. We're going to put you up here. If you can't go live, leave us something in the comments. We'll always maybe put you in a future show. Giuseppe De Angelis, my boy, co-founder of CNC USA. We did what we had to do. We won ugly. The 2 unused players were the ones that scored. Yes, sir. That's why it's important to use that bench. It's important to use that rotation, guys, because you need it. You need it. It gives people a breather. It gives people a break. And you're just, you're putting other people in form. You're building their confidence because you need them. Quentin, a grind out win is something we normally lack. That was a pivotal moment for him to go to the sideline and grab Gattuso after the Spezia goal. He didn't even celebrate. Correct. But he's smiling now. He's smiling now. And we need that guy to be back. Trust me, guys. Do not sleep on Politano. We need him. Caucho, guys, welcome. The Maradona was watching over during that goal. The Maradona. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. And we got it. So, Diego, thank you, sir. Thank you from heaven. Elmas is incredibly underrated. Fide Vesuvio says, I can agree with that beast in the match. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I know Lozano was beast in it today, but Lozano beasts it every game to me. He is right. The players need continuity, but Lozano beasts it all the time. You think our boy Zaccagni is going to do us a favor and make Roma drop points? I hope so. We need it. I hope so. By the way, did we sign this guy officially? We've been like scouring the internet, me and Rafa Rispo, and we've been trying to figure out whether or not this guy is official or there's like a big handshake deal, and maybe in the summer we do it. We put the we put the ink to the paper. Let me know, guys. Help me out. Let me see who else we got here. Figlia di Vesuvio. I want to talk about this. There was one thing that I didn't like about today. Napoli seemed to have shut off in the second half again. We really had to die for 3 points today, and they came crucial win for mentality. I agree with this whole statement here. Parma, you got to expect that when a team is down, that they're going to come, that their coach is in the locker room speaking to the players saying, hey, you need to bring it back to the other side. And Parma did that in the second half. And it started pouring. I don't know what's going on with the weather here in Italy, but it seems as the Napoli players need to be experts by this time about playing in the rain, because it's like every game I watch, it's raining, and it happened again today. But either way, Parma was pressing forward. I don't know whether it was the energy, the intensity, something was going on, and then Parma kept pushing forward. And I think Gattuso realized that. So, and that's why you saw if you saw in the beginning of the stats, the possessions in Napoli dropped a little bit. And I think that drop really happened from the second half. Now, I think what I like about what Gattuso did, he responded to that. He recognized that I need to do something here. I need to make a bit of a defensive change. Because even though it was 1-0, it looked like Parma almost wanted to score. It looked like Parma was about to put one in the net. They had a couple good chances. The ball went wide or the kick was off, but it was really tight. And it was really tight. And he puts in Hisa, Maksimovic, and then Bakayoko, which is a complete defensive change. Obviously, Ispolitano in there, and he got the other goal. So you heard Rafa Rispo. We switched our formation a bit. We had those 3 central defenders now, and you know what? It worked. Like it worked. Like we started going on the counterattack. We started like stifling the Parma's pressure that they were giving to us, and we were able to go back the other way, and you just saw the ball going back the other way. Elmas almost had a second goal. Insigne, it is close to getting number 100. I mean, could have gone anyway, guys. But back to the chat. Let me see, Michela. Everything I read is ADL mate with HV owner, Verona's owner this week, and made a handshake deal for a summer transfer. I hope so, man. I think he would be a great addition to this team. Guys, Fabian has been out, and I don't do we really like, where does he go, Fabian? If we do that 4-3-3, does he go on that right side like where Wilhelmus played today? I don't know. Parma compress all they like, Don Napoli says. Bottom of table, lowest scoring side. They can't convert chances. They aren't putting on goal. There you go, boys. Absolutely. We saw it today. Just not a lot of shots. Nothing on goal today. What was it, 1 or 2? Hisa made some surprising, Quentin, our sound boy, Hisa made some surprising moves up the flanks, an offensive aspect I've not seen from him. Definitely not. I mean, it was like he was definitely in some kind of weird form today, but I think he was told by Gattuso, like, listen, help with the defense, but push the ball forward, man. Get it out of our zone. And he did just that, and it helped. It almost led, I think, to that second Elmas goal. Gaucho, guys, aum deal for Zaccagni? Maybe I'm not understanding that. Did I miss it? I don't know. I get sometimes it rains in Napoli a lot during the winter, I guess so. Shit, it's rain all the time, man. It rained all the time all month. It was like every game, even in the fall, Giuseppe. Like rain, 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 rain. Insigne got to play clear-headed with that 100 goal will come. Yeah, you're right. It's going to come. It's obvious. He almost had it today. He had that little curler today in about the second half that he took, man. It almost went in. He hit a post today. It's getting there. I hope he gets it, because I just want him, Calcio guys, I just want him to get it out the way, because sometimes that lingers in back of a player's head and it affects their performance. So certainly a lot. So whew, what a game, guys. What a game. You know what? I want to hear from you guys. Let's do it. We're about the 30-minute mark. I'm going to take a few phone calls, guys. The Napoli line is officially open. 1-833-232-1926. Before you call, just remember, if you're calling, especially for the first-timers, my focus is off here. It's all right. It'll fix itself. Whoop. For the first-timers, please make sure you turn off any device that has my sound coming out of it, because there will be great feedback, and I will cut you off because it sounds terrible. Keep it clean, keep it nice, keep it respectful. Say your part. I'll give you a minute to shine. Tell the world what you want them to hear, and let's go. Let's do it, guys. In the meantime, I'm gonna keep talking here. 1-833-232-1926. Oh, thank you. Fee means low key, basically, or like sly. Hush, hush. Thank you for that clarification. I don't know. Am I Who else, guys? Who else was banging for you today? Deme looking good out there, man. I think he's solidifying his position, without a doubt. This guy needs to definitely play more. This out of focus is bothering me. Jeez, that's all right. Bakayoko helping out on defense today. The Koulibaly, once again, just he is playing with some type of fierceness out there. He is pushing guys. He is pushing our players. He is pushing people. He is certainly an anchor. Giuseppe, I want you always to call in, Giuseppe. Hit me up on the regular phone, Giuseppe, all right, if you're going to call right now. Let's get Giuseppe De Angelis on the phone. I think, he's the one that's been calling for this. There you go. You got to thank you. And I'm sorry, Catra, guys, for not understanding you. I'm really sorry. Please forgive me. What expectations for Petagna at this point? Should we expect more or what? I think so. Maybe that's something we can talk about. It was slightly underwhelming. Slightly underwhelming today, his performance, and I believe the last game as well. And there you go, Cacho. Slightly underwhelming, and I want to see a little bit more, but I do have Giuseppe calling in. Giuseppe, you are live,
Hello.
sir. You are live. Welcome.
How you doing, man? Good to be back. How
good
you doing today?
Good to have you back. I'm all right, all things considering, and we did win, so I'm doing pretty good, man. So, we saw another 4-3-3 again today. He rolled with it 2 days in a row, Giuseppe, and you have been outspoken about formation. So tell me your reaction to today's game.
Believe it or not, today was kind of like the opposite of what the usual strife or gripe is with what goes on with this team. Like, for instance, usually we always blame the formation, the strategy, and everything else like that. And then eventually, today, believe it or not, Parma, they came in. We looked a little gassed overall, and I could tell, though, because Manolas, he looked like he was about to pass out on the field.
Mm-hmm.
And basically this time, we won ugly. And believe it or not, I think it was because of our strategy and our approach to the game this time. And I think this time it was the players with the fatigue and everything else like that. I mean, you could tell, though, because Elmas and Politano were the only two that really created chances. Clearly, they still have energy, so clearly that they were able to make more chances because they have more into them than any of the rest of the players on the field,
Okay. Well, listen, not every, we were talking back and forth earlier, Giuseppe, you and I, but, a win is a win, right? I mean, it wasn't the prettiest, but
but that's what I mean, though. We won ugly, and you could tell that there were other, in other words, the strategy held its weight in water or held its weight in gold with the way that we approached this game. Otherwise, I think that if we would have taken that approach that we have before with the way that the players felt today and the weather, we would have probably lost. It would probably either drawn or lost in that case. But with the way that we approached this game this time, that's, I believe, what helped us win this game.
Do you mean from beginning to end, or all of it, really, all of it in general? Because
I would say the first half was unbelievable. That second goal that we got, it seemed a little lucky because we looked like we were just gassed.
Okay.
But The first goal, though, is exactly what I expected in a formation like that with those two sort of players. And
Okay.
Elmas, I've been telling you, I've said it so many times that
Right.
Elmas can dribble through 2 or 3 people. He did that and scored. You know
Right.
what I mean? And that has to do with energy. That has to do with his technical ability. I don't understand why Gattuso doesn't use him. I don't understand why he sits on the bench. Anytime the guy scored 2 goals in 2 games. Come on.
Right.
One of them he came off of the bench, and then this one he started, and he was effective the entire game, though. Like, I mean,
Right.
dude, he even came back in defense. He did well defensively, which is unbelievable. I was like, wow. I was like, this kid's all around. I was like, what's been going on then? You
Right.
know what I mean? Like, why doesn't he get used in that case?
Right.
And then
No.
Politano, same deal, though. But Politano, we always knew what he was capable of. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm going to get to this Calcio, guys. Go on.
but that's what I mean, though. Like Politano, we know was quality. Why does he always get kind of, meh? You know, kind of like, all right, I'll let you know. Like, it's not like, blatantly like, no. It's
Right.
just kind of like I'll get to you. I'll give you a call. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Like,
You
I
know-
don't get it, though. I mean,
Right.
because he always produces on the field whenever he's on it. I mean, I don't understand what the issue is, you know?
Right.
But,
Well, he did
but
it
that's
today.
what I mean, though. You saw when Gattuso subbed, and that's another thing, too, though. Like, he actually, listen, Gattuso, the way that he approached this game was actually inarguable,
Okay.
indisputable, and it was actually correct
He
because
won it.
of the way that Parma's been playing. Parma's
Right.
not a bad team,
Nope.
in my opinion.
No, I mean, they brought it to us. They gave us a hard time. They crowded the midfield or the middle of the field, I should say. And it wasn't like this easy game for Napoli. But
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
But
It definitely
the fact
absolutely
is,
not,
like
no.
like
But that's
you
what I mean, though. You saw them building up in the midfield. If we didn't have I'm sorry, I was about to curse there. If we didn't have the midfield, then we would have been in deep poo. Like, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, if we would have taken a different approach to this game, we would have been in deep poo. 100%.
Probably. Very possible. We
Because
definitely
you even said, too, though, they always crowd into the middle, and then they always
Right.
go and try to close up the spaces. But now, we had that ability to open up the spaces in the midfield because we had more midfield players. And then you can
Definitely.
even see, towards the end of the game, Gattuso switched to a 3-5-2, which
Right.
was even smarter.
right.
And I was like, that makes sense. That's why we scored the second goal, because
Right.
now the midfield was just straight. Like, we just closed it off to them.
Definitely.
And then that's when we started to create more chances.
Right.
Like, this game's approach was on point, in
On
my
point.
opinion.
There it is. Well, you heard
We
it.
scored 2 goals. We didn't concede any. And it really didn't look like Ospina had that much to deal with.
He didn't. He had
Compared
what was it? One shot on goal today. That was it. He didn't have a whole lot of work. Definitely
Exactly.
had a bit of a break back there. But you heard it best, guys. I'm gonna get back to the chat. We're gonna have some more people calling Giuseppe. But you heard it yourself, guys, from Giuseppe De Angelis. I mean, he has been outspoken about this formation. He's been saying it so long. I had to validate him here on the Rough and Rough Rant, Giuseppe. But thank you for calling in. Pleasure as always. We'll see you again soon. And Forza Napoli, Giuseppe.
You bet, man. Forza Napoli, anytime you want to have me on, just let me know.
You know
I'm always glad to be on and everything else. I'm glad you had me on.
We're gonna set it up. We're gonna set it
Forza
up.
Napoli, man, all right? Everybody
ciao.
be good. Be
Ciao,
safe
ciao.
this week, okay?
You as well. Ciao, ciao, Giuseppe.
Ciao. Ciao.
Well, you heard it yourself, Giuseppe De Angelis. Guys, I wanted to address this question from the Calcio. Guys, is Politano best suited as a starter or super sub? Would like to hear your thoughts. My thoughts is both, Calcio. But honestly, I think he's a starter material. I don't, he could be. I don't want to demote him to a super sub, but he could do both technically. He can come off the bench and score a clutch goal. He can start the game and still produce, whether he be helping on defense, whether he can have an assist or just score that goal with his left foot. He's kind of like a mirror image of Insigne on that side where he cuts in. So the short answer to your question, Calcio, guys, is either or, and that's the beauty of it. If we need him as a super sub, you saw what he did today. You get him as a super sub. If you need him to start, he can do both. If we have that 4-3-3, you want to put Lozano in the middle, which happened later on today in the game, and Politano on the right and Signa on the left, you could do that. That's the great part. We have options. You know, so either or. I think he works well as both. Forza Napoli to you, JC, as well. Is that flowers? What is that? Oh, those are those little things. All right, cool. Quentin says starter. The flexibility is key to have, no doubt. Definitely, man. I think this is important. We need it with the amount of scheduling. Everybody should be able to be a starter or a super sub at this point, because we got so many games, so it's like either or. Let me get Giuseppe off here. Hold on. Back to the comments. Thoughts on Gattuso and his future at Napoli? I say keep him and give him more time. Guys, this has been the question of the ages. This year we have to keep him, guys. There's no point in replacing him right now. Yeah, there really is. Like, who's going to come in and make that big of a difference at the moment? And I don't think it's good to destabilize a team again in the middle of the season. We saw it last year, and then Gattuso had to come in and take over that mess and try to figure it all out. I don't think it's good. It's not a good look for the team to get another coach again in the middle league. It's not good. It's going to throw off the players. It's going to throw off everything. Just, this is what we got. We don't need to just wipe the slate clean at this very moment. We'll see what happens in the summertime, but for now, keep Gattuso. For now, let him try. If he can just listen, he did a 4-3-3 twice in a row. He's listening. That's what he needs to do. Gattuso just needed to listen a little bit more. He needed to watch his players, understand his players. He needed to get along with his players. He needed to listen to the fans a little bit. Okay? He needed to change things up. Because that's, to me, is what a good coach does. And, he has his moments. Now, I'm not going to put Gattuso off the hook because there was times in the past where he did something brilliant for 2 games and then he goes straight back to some crap. He's done it in the past, man, and it pisses me off every time he does it. Gattuso, if you, by the chance of God, see me today, stay the course, dude. Stay the course. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Listen, adjust, change. You saw Parma with a high pressing. You put on defensemen on the field. We had this counterattack. You put on those central mids. You stacked our midfield, and we went the other. We went the other way. We stifled Parma on that attack in the second half, and we took the game back in the closing minutes. And we had to because Parma were on the brink of tying that game. I'm telling you. Thank God they missed a couple shots. And somebody said earlier they haven't been that great in their finishing abilities, but. He needs to subscribe. Quentin is absolutely right. He should hear us weekly. I think anybody in Napoli will learn a thing or two off this show, huh? What do you guys think? Sure, I learned something every day from this show. I learned something from you, the viewers, every day from this show. That's why I love being here. This is your space, guys. Get in on the action. The Napoli line a little slow today, but that's okay. We're here to talk. We have the chat. Giuseppe once again with us. Use the players to your disposal. Read the team and know who to use considering the team you're playing. Absolutely. This is what the champions do. This is what winners do. I got Carmine calling in. Hold up.
Hello. Call from Carmine G to the...
Carmine.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
You're live, sir. Welcome. Welcome.
How are you?
I am well, and yourself? I got to put you up here, Carmine. Carmine calling us from the Napoli Club Toronto. We got a phone call from Canada going on right now. Welcome, Carmine. Talk to me.
Yeah, well, I'm going to keep it pretty short.
Okay.
I think what Giuseppe said before was pretty spot on. Napoli today, like I said in the comments earlier before, under the Vesuvio account, Napoli looked like they shut off a little bit in the second half. But you know what? After hearing everyone today and hearing what you guys have to say about it, it's kind of understandable. First of all, fatigue's going to set in with the amount of playing time these players are logging in day in and day out. Mm-hmm. But another thing was Parma. The way in which I saw the match was Parma was very strong in the midfield, and Napoli was having problems for at least like 20, 25 minutes to compensate for that overload that they were facing in the mid. But I got to say, man, a couple weeks ago, I said in the comments that Gattuso should leave. I changed my mind completely ever since that time.
Okay.
And today just solidified that opinion for me. Because that change to 3-4-3 or 3-5-2 was brilliant. It was a stroke of brilliance from Gattuso.
All right.
To reinforce that midfield. Sorry, what was that?
No, keep going. Keep going.
Oh, sorry. To reinforce that midfield, to put those midfield five pushing Cizai up, which honestly surprised me because he played very well in that midfield role.
Gotcha.
Basically stopping their press and hitting them on the counter, in which Parma were obviously weakened. That was honestly, like, to me, a stroke of brilliance from Gattuso. And
100%.
I got to say, like I said, they scrapped out this win. It was hard. Parma's not an easy team to beat.
Right.
But they went in there. They just stuck with it. They didn't break. They wibbled and they wobbled, but they never broke down.
100%.
And they came out with the 3 points, which a win is a win.
A win is a win.
Win is a win. That's all
Right.
there.
And this win was, it seems as if it was more important than ever because you saw the press conferences. You saw what was going on with the fans. I mean, like, they needed this win. Like the desert needs the rain, you know, like today. I don't think they could have, Gattuso especially could not have afforded another loss. And I'm so happy that, you know, he put out this formation. And again, I'm not like this 4-3-3 fanboy, but if it works, do it, you know. But the fact that, you got some love here, Carmine. The Catra guy says, much love, Carmine, from us in Montreal. Hey, I got all the Canadian boys in here today. So they say hi to you. But
love those guys. These guys have some great content.
Give me a second, Francesco. We'll put the number up. But yeah, no, I absolutely like him being able to kind of switch things up on the dime. We want to see more of that from Gattuso. It's like, take those risks, take those chances, and see what happens. Use your players.
I gotta agree. Like, that's the one thing that Gattuso wasn't doing, was he wasn't adapting. Gattuso, in his ways, he's very stubborn as a person as is.
Mm-hmm.
So as a coach, he's going to be even more stubborn. So he wanted to drill in that 4-2-3-1 to the point where, like, it got too excessive, and it was obvious that 4-2-3-1 wasn't working anymore. Now, it could work.
It could work
if we had a full roster.
Right.
And if we had a full roster, that works perfectly. But, you know, like I said this before, this season is not a normal season.
No.
It's definitely not a normal season. They're playing matches every 3 days. Fatigue's going to set in. Injuries are going to happen.
Right.
You need to adapt on the fly. You have to adapt to whatever happens. So him coming out today and just showing that he's able to adapt and listen and basically react to whatever the team is responding to and whatever his opponent is responding to.
Absolutely.
Being able to do that is a sign of a top-tier manager. And, you know, he has time to learn. He should stay with the team, stay for the course, like you said.
Right.
He is changing managers now. There's nobody on the market to take. And you're not going to establish an identity in half a year. And it's just gonna set us back even more than what we would be right now. So
absolutely,
I agree with that 100%. That should stay.
Carmine, you said it best. Avanti così. Let's hope he takes this mentality with him for the future, because February is a huge month, man. February is big.
Yes.
All right, we got the Europa League. We're facing all like the leaders of the pack right now. We have got to get it right. All right. Ozenham is, you know, on the brink of coming back. I know Martins has to go get some more therapy, but you know, whatever it is, whatever you got to do, you must adapt and you know, and take it back. And I think Avanti così. Let's see what happens, and we'll see what they do. But Carmine, thank you again, calling in from Toronto. Carmine, one of the admins of Napoli Club Toronto. We got some big announcements coming up, Carmine. I know, but we're gonna save it because I want you to get you on the Rant proper soon, and then we're gonna let the world know what we got going on. All right, so everybody, stay tuned for that. And thanks again for calling, and Forza Napoli sempre.
Thanks for having me. Forza Napoli sempre.
All right, ciao, Carmine. Guys, I'm about to wrap it up here. I did get a phone call, guys. I'm not going to open up the line, but I did get a phone call from the UK. I don't know if there is a viewer on here from the UK. If it is, guys, I'm going to let that guy call in. Call me right back on the number. I'll put it up again. 1-833-232-1926. Again, if you are a caller from the UK, call me back right now. I'm going to stay up for another minute. If that was you, call me again. Not sure who it was, but guys, you heard it from everybody, all right? Gattuso, he showed some more brilliance today, but he needs to keep it up. Here we go. Hold up. Hello.
Hello. Call from
Thank you.
4478.
Thank you, automatic person. Hello. Yeah, you gotta caller. You gotta turn down my thing in the back. Do you hear me?
Yeah, Raf. Ciao. It's Don Di Napoli. Chris Kelly in UK.
Don Di Napoli from the UK calling. Thank you, sir. Thank you. How are you?
Absolutely. Pleasure, mate. No, he's doing fantastic after the result today. It's been proper treat.
Proper. Absolutely. Thank you for calling us from the UK. What is your thoughts? What do you want to tell the Napoli world here, Don?
Well, as you said earlier on, avanti così. We just have to keep strong, keep our midfield refreshed, keep the young guys chasing for that position.
Mm-hmm. Now, what did you think about Gattuso's performance today, as far as like how he lined up this team, how he responded to Parma in the second half? Like, were you impressed?
Well, I think a lot of the guys have said it all before. We seem to die off after the restart. We needed a kick up the arse just to get the team playing in the right direction.
Right.
I think the fact that we closed the Parma guys down I don't believe that the Parma players were totally focused on getting into the danger area. They didn't really look like they wanted to score a goal, to be totally honest.
No.
And I think it was fairly easy for us to get the ball off them, close them down, and then take it straight back into their half.
Right.
In all honesty, I think Gattuso he does the job that he needs to do.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
Okay.
The side of the pitch is totally different to actually being on the field of play. Once he puts the team out, he doesn't dictate whether the goals go in or how many chances that we have on goal. All he can do is put the best team out there at the particular time for the game. The only criticism that I have for Gattuso is the defence. Not the defence. It's not the defence. I think we do have a good defensive squad, if you like.
Okay.
It's the substitutions.
Okay.
It's the sub. I know you and Raf have spoken about it before. What is the point of making a change in the 80th minute when it's too late? You can't dictate any change in that short of a period.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So he did it today. He brought players on early, so at least you could bed them in, make significant changes earlier.
Absolutely. Kind of like what we saw today. Like he was
absolutely.
Today didn't seem as if like, oh, all right, let me pick a name out of a hat, throw them on, see what they can do. Today was like, okay, Parma's pressing. They're, fine. They didn't score, but it really felt as if they were about to. And then Gattuso puts on he makes defensive changes, right? He puts on Bakayoko, Sal, and another central defender. So he was clearly like, no. I'm not losing this one. I'm not giving up a stupid goal.
Just shoring it up.
Let's just put these guys here. They stifle the Parma attack, and we were able to go on the counterattack. and bring it back to Parma. And look, Politano scores the second goal, puts the nail in the coffin, and steals the deal. See you guys, and seals the deal today. So that is what we want to see from our coach. It doesn't have to be beautiful and perfect, but it has to make sense. And I think today Gattuso made more sense, right?
I just want to do one more shout out, and
go ahead.
That's to Elio Laconte.
All right, Elio.
I've known Elio for a lot of years.
Okay.
And actually, his Yahoo group is something that I've been a member of for probably 7 or 8 years. So pre-YouTube, pre-YouTube, pre-podcast, pre-vlogs. Elio was the man for any.
Elio was the guy.
Like English speaking, like Napoli fans.
Yes.
So big props to Elio.
Big props to Elio, the OG of English news in this Napoli world.
Absolutely.
Not a lot of people know him, but they're gonna know him because he's a friend of mine. He's in our group. He posts, he shares, he participates. We're helping him, with the book that he's translating about Maradona. So, you're gonna see a lot more of him. But
awesome.
Don, thank you so much for calling from the UK. It's a pleasure to know that we're reaching you guys out there, and we hope to see more of you soon. All right. Until then, Forza Napoli.
Absolutely, my man. Take it easy. Forza Napoli sempre.
Ciao. All right. Calls from the UK, Netherlands, New Zealand, Canada. We are Mondiale, guys. This is awesome. But that is all the time I have for today, guys. I'm going to wrap it up. Roma is 2-0. Just so you know, guys, little update. Elio, thank you for giving us the update here. Elio, you got like 3 shout-outs today, Elio, bro. Maybe it's time to put you on the show soon. All right, for sure. But until then, guys, Napoli defeat Parma today, 2-0. Great win. Goes by my boy Elmas, Politano. Some brilliance by Gattuso. Not the prettiest, but you know what? They responded well. They take the win. Forza Napoli, guys. Man, another 3-0, bro. This is all right. So I think we all know what's going on here, but who cares? Because Napoli won today. It's all good. We still got plenty of season left. But until then, guys, Forza Napoli. We're going to see you next week. Ciao, ciao, ciao.